Carolina blue became synonymous with basketball excellence thanks to a man from Kansas, Dean Smith. Smith's Hall of Fame numbers are indeed impressive. 36 seasons, 2 national titles, 11 Final Fours, and 13 ACC championships. Those numbers are only a part of the Dean Smith story. First and foremost, he was a man of principle. Even in those early years in Chapel Hill when winning didn't come as often as the Tar Heel faithful would have liked.
He was a stickler for detail. Priorities were, number one, school, conducting yourself correctly, would not tolerate anything but that. And then it was basketball.
Dean Smith had a social conscience, evidenced by his signing of Charlie Scott in the late 60s. Scott was the first African-American basketball player at a major Southern university. To Scott, he was just another member of the Carolina family.
Here's Delaney back to Scott. Charlie's at the circle, up for the shot, and it's good! And the ball game is over. North Carolina has won 87-85. Charlie Scott pumped it in there for the victory.
I think sometimes people really get upset when they get around Carolina guys because they say that they feel like that we sugarcoat it or that we overdo it. But when you have a man there for 36 years, has been in touch with every player that has ever played for him, and writes to every player that ever played for him, and talks to them, and is involved in anything in life that they are involved in to be there to help them, how can you not feel that umbilical cord, and how can you not feel, gratified?
In the 70s, Dean Smith's Tar Heels welcomed point guard Phil Ford to the program. The first freshman to ever start under the legendary coach, Ford ran Smith's innovative four corners offense to perfection. Ford came to Chapel Hill because of Smith's honesty as a recruiter.
The first time Coach Smith talked to me, we didn't talk basketball. I guess for 45 minutes to an hour in our first conversation, we talked about being a good citizen, race relations, just so many things around the world that was going on at that time. And my mama kind of liked that. We talked about the importance of an education.
Whether it was a superstar player or little-used reserve, Smith cared that all his players understood what it meant to wear a North Carolina uniform.
I kept telling the press, each of those, anybody that ever played here, they helped recruit the next guys, so all of them were involved. And then we have been lucky, the type of young man, student athlete at the University of North Carolina, and 96% of them got their degree, and over 40% got their graduate or professional degrees.
Dean Smith is the winningest coach in the history of college basketball. 877 career victories.
Legend certainly describes Dean Smith. He would much prefer to be called a teacher. His players would all agree that both titles fit.